I've been asked on many occasions to start building a hospital ship in Stormworks, so that is exactly what we're gonna do today. I haven't actually thought about this an awful lot, but let's go ahead and just assume that this thing will be, I don't know, 100 meters long by, I don't know, maybe like 15 meters wide, something like that. Okay, now we gotta come up with how this is supposed to look and then build it all together. Alright, so I've gone ahead and done a bit of a cross section here. You can see that there are a bunch of decks on this thing, starting with the bottom. We've got 1, 2, 3, then the actual deck itself, and then 4, 5, and then the bridge, or wheelhouse. I guess it's the bridge. And honestly, I feel like that's enough decks for this thing. We've also got this section cut out in the center, which is where the boiler's gonna go, and obviously the funnel on the top where the steam is gonna go out. If this is gonna be a steamship, that is, because I'm not sure just yet. But yeah, so far, this looks pretty good. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna go, but essentially, I'm gonna go ahead and start building this up just like so. We're then gonna go ahead and start sending it back down the exact same way, and hopefully all of that works out. So let's just go ahead and keep it going up and out to the side, just like so. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty pointy, but that's kind of what I want. Okay, from there we're gonna go ahead and do the underside, or this bottom bit right here. And that should be good. There we go. I'm then going to build it out a little bit more, and hopefully this will look perfect. We're continuing on with the build, and I'm not entirely sure I like it, or if I don't like it, I don't know just yet. Obviously, I haven't got to the stern just yet. We are holding off on that for a second. But what I have done is obviously built the bow. I've built the little section at the front of the bow at the top, and I've also started on a little bit of the superstructure as well, because I wanted to see what that would look like. Obviously, we've got one level on the bottom, we've got another level right here, and then we've obviously got the bridge on the top. I'm not entirely sure how big each of these things should be, but yeah, we're building them out. You see, on a normal boat, I guess, we would have like walkways down the sides, but in this boat, I'm actually thinking we send these literally all the way down to the edge, just like this. Hey, there we go. Pretty much just like that. However, I am going to go ahead and make it slightly smaller, because I do think that'll look better. So delete this one, delete this, and this, and this. There we go. And then we should be able to shove that on there, on here, and then we should keep it going all the way until the end. There we go. Alright, good. And then from here, I guess what we could do is have one of these guys go there like that. We can shove this guy in here like this, and then we can attach all that together on down the side. There we go. Alright, I mean, that totally works. It's just a bit crazy. The thing is, now that we've done that, obviously this one needs to do the same, so let's go ahead and send this all the way out to the edge as well. Except this one isn't going to go all the way, it's going to leave a tiny bit of a gap right there. There we go. We're then going to send that backwards from here like this, and hopefully that'll be fine. This is by far not the best thing I've ever built, but it is looking alright. There are a few things that I suck at with building ships, and one of those is the stern. I suck at it, but hopefully that'll work out, and then one of the other things is just getting the sizes right of everything else. And that's something that I really struggle with, but that's okay. So, what do we have right here then? We have ourselves a hull for a hospital ship. What I'm going to do now, to try and make it look a little bit nicer really quickly, is actually add a waterline onto this thing, go ahead and paint the bottom of the ship, and then see what it looks like from there. There we go, with paint and without paint. It definitely adds a lot to it, which is really nice. And hopefully it is high enough for the water to be like at the right height, and hopefully it's low enough for also the water to be at about the right height. What we're going to do now really quickly is actually add a bunch of porthole windows on the lowest deck that is above the water. That should make the side of the ship look a hell of a lot nicer as well, so let's go ahead and do that next. Alright, so if we go inside, this right here is obviously where the deck is. So, let's go ahead and fill this into here for now, that's okay. The windows? I don't know how high they should be. Maybe like there? I'm not entirely sure where I should even start this either, but we're going to start it here. Portholes? I don't know whether we go with portholes straight away, but I guess we do. That looks like way too many windows, but it's not, I don't think. I think we're gonna stick with all these windows. So this is obviously it with windows, that's it without windows. I prefer it with. What I need to do, though, is add some access ways. So maybe every so often down the ship, we're gonna add some sort of door, I guess? So let's do that next. It's coming along quite nicely. I've gone ahead and added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors on the side over here. And of course, there are 5 doors on the other side as well. That'll allow people to get into the ship and off of the ship quite quickly, I guess. Yeah, so there's lots of ways on, lots of ways off. Beautiful. What I need to do next is add some windows up here, because that bit's a little bit boring. I need to fill in this area and add some windows up there as well. And then, I don't know, we need to figure out the rest of it too. This right here is a lifeboat that I used on a previous build, and honestly, it seems like it would fit quite well on this build, so we're gonna go ahead and chuck it in. But the thing is, I don't necessarily need this thing to work, so we're not gonna necessarily have it work. There we go, delete all of the things that make it work really quickly because we don't need them. There we go, get rid of this and this, there we go. We're gonna, I don't know, fill this in, there we go, and do the back piece as well, yes! Now the main reason I'm doing that is because I'm actually gonna fix these down. It's not something that I thought I was gonna do, but I don't want this to be very laggy at all, so we're just gonna go ahead and cut it. We're gonna move it downwards by 1, and we're gonna paste it in. There we go. The other thing that I want to do is obviously take this to the other side, and we'll have one over there as well. So we'll paste it, I don't know, is it right on the edge? Have I put it right on the edge? I have. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and paste this one here as well. We're going to merge that down. And then I actually want 2 of them in front of these 2. So we're going to have to delete some of the bits in front. Yeah. All the way up to here, apparently. Oh, boy. Okay. Right, go ahead and get rid of all that. There we go. Get rid of this wall as well. We don't need that. Get rid of all of this. And I don't know. I feel like I might actually get rid of all of this piece. There we go. And probably this piece as well. There we go. And then from here, we're just going to go ahead and chuck it up to there. That's fine. All right. Paste this guy into here. Move it to the other side. We'll paste it over there. And then we have lifeboats. That's great. Yeah, this is further than I ever expected this to get in the first video. I'm not going to lie. All right, merge it down, merge it down, merge it down. Excellent. Lifeboats are on board. I kind of feel like there isn't enough lifeboats, so I might add... Maybe I can stack them so we can have a lifeboat on top of a lifeboat and have double-decker lifeboats. I don't know, it'll be interesting. I think that is actually the next move that I'm going to do. I then might build the funnel, because I think that will be very fitting. I need to add somewhere on here, I'm going to have to take out some of these windows. I need to add a really big red cross, because it's a hospital ship after all. And I might actually add a smaller one at the front, a smaller one at the back, and maybe one on the roof. I know that sounds weird, but possibly. There we go, double lifeboats. Also, you'll see that she is now floating, which is pretty nice, to be honest. I really detest the back end of this thing. It looks awful, but I will not be changing that. It is going to stay like that forever, for the rest of this thing's career, which is not going to be very long, because it'll probably sink very quickly. Anyway, what I need to do next is add an actual funnel, so let's do that now. You will notice I've added 2 lifeboats up here as well, as these ones back here. I just thought they would be cool back there, so that's why they're there. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like the front end of the ship is just okay. It is, but I feel like the back end of the ship really lets it down. It feels so bad. I don't know what to do about it. I might just have to cut it off and just redesign the back end. Because the front of it is, it's fine. Like, it is okay. I added the funnel. I kind of wanted to add a bigger funnel than this, but I don't want it to be too high. So I think we're going to leave it with just one little funnel like that. I might move it backwards a little bit, though. Although, actually, is that already above where it needs to be? I don't know, because I've left gaps, but I don't think that's directly above where it should be. I don't know how to feel about this. You know, we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lifeboats, but you can never have too many lifeboats. So we're going to go ahead and shove one of these big ones actually on the roof right here. That will allow this area to, A, sort of be filled up a little bit, and B, the same thing, be filled up a little bit. So let's go ahead and grab one of those, chuck it on here. Hopefully that looks okay. And then I might actually have to paint that deck as well. Maybe. This bit back here is really annoying me. It really is. And there we go. 1 million lifeboats installed on the on the hospital ship. I think she's looking all right. What I want to do next actually is work on the back end, but I will not be doing that in today's video. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see me continue with this. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.